Hello, how's it going? So right now there is a video, or rather a tweet, that has kind of gone a bit viral on Twitter in regards to male VTubers. Let me just grab the tweet so we can kind of talk about it a bit before we dive into it fully. Where is it? Okay. So this is a tweet from Hoyocleo. I guess that's how you say the name. So this is a tweet from Hoyocleo, who basically she made a, let me check her pronouns. Doesn't say, so we're gonna refer to her as she, her. Gotta be politically correct these days, haven't you? You know, God forbid you're not politically correct. Anyway, so she made a video called "Male VTubers Are Not at a Disadvantage and Here's Why." Now, there was a bit of controversy. Obviously, it's quite a divisive topic, and she also made some kind of clickbaity thumbnails, in my opinion. Like, male VTubers are wrong, that's very clickbaity. And why why male VTubers fail is also kind of a bit clickbaity. So I think this is a fair tweet response I saw, suggesting a more confrontation title, something like male VTubers will fail. I think that's a bit better than what she's gone with, but it is what it is. So I responded to, well, she responded to it saying it's making a lot of men very mad, because, you know, it is no surprise that when you're a male VTuber, I don't know what it is. I never experienced this when I was doing IRL streaming. It just seems to be something very specific to the VTubing space, where like they seem to go through this cycle where 1 month they'll be hating on men, then give it a few weeks, and then they'll start talking about, they'll basically start using male VTubers for engagement. So obviously here we've got the male engagement time, I guess we could call it that. So she made a video kind of going over why she thinks male VTubers are gonna fail, and I kind of commented on this. I basically said males in the space are either used for engagement bait or hated on every couple of months. It's tiring, and while you may have good helpful intentions with your video, the thumbnails are very clickbaity and play into that. Most of us just get on with our shit, but still constantly see male hate and engagement baiting. If you want to give advice, then you don't need to make it so clickbaity. I think that's very fair. I'm basically saying, you know, if you want to give advice, that's great, but you don't have to make it so clickbaity, because obviously the clickbaity titles she's gone with in the thumbnails is like very negative towards men in general. She did respond. She said, isn't clickbait when the thumbnail is dishonest? Oh, sorry about that. Oh, just caught my throat there. Isn't clickbait when the thumbnail is dishonest about the content of the video? It's unfortunate you feel somebody offering help and well-intentioned is using it for engagement bait. Oh well, it's your opinion and that's fine. Hope you have a good day. Now, I feel that's kind of a bit snarky in response, to be honest. Like, it's very much like, I don't know, it just kind of gives me snarky vibes. Like, you're basically not interested in what I've said, and you haven't really addressed anything other than the clickbaity bit. Like, you've ignored the part about me saying that males in the space are used for engagement or hate. So you've completely ignored that. You've completely ignored me saying that it's tiring, and, you know, that basically you just, if you want to give advice, great, but don't do it with clickbaity titles. So she's ignored a lot of like what I said basically. So I tried to go into more detail here. I said your advice from what I've seen, because so I haven't watched the video yet. We're going to sit down and watch it. We'll give it a fair shake. But obviously going off what people have said who have watched the video, it seems to be that it sums up to her own personal experience and telling men to do what women do, which just doesn't work when the dynamic is so different. There is an inherent difference between male VTubers and female VTubers. VTuber fans are primarily lonely men looking for a waifu. We'll get more into detail with all this after the video, because I've got some other stuff I'm going to go through to talk about it. So telling men to play into it with the females doesn't work when the split is 80-20. So what I mean by that is, according to statistics that a lot of like VTuber corporations have done, it's like an 80-20 split between male and female viewers. So you predominantly have male viewers, and when I don't want to explain too much right now because we've kind of discussed it before, but I'm gonna discuss it anyway after. But basically, because VTubing is quite parasocial anyway, and you know, it's all about the waifu experience basically. that 80% of your male viewers, like that 80-20, the male viewers aren't going to be interested. Well, a large majority of them aren't going to be interested in watching a male VTuber. They're there for a specific thing that only a female VTuber can bring to the table, and that is you know, booba, basically booba and the waifu experience. And then I go, why not just accept there is a difference that favors women? Because I've talked about it before, we've seen it quite happen often. Females are inherently at an advantage in the VTuber space. Now that doesn't mean males can't be successful. That doesn't also mean that females can't be unsuccessful, but it means they come in and they have an inherent advantage that helps them, you know, progress further as a content creator in the VTubing space than a male VTuber would have. It's the same with regular content creation. Once you get to a certain point in content creation, males have the inherent advantage. All you've got to do is look at, like, from what I've seen and what I've experienced myself, females will find it easier getting numbers, to get affiliate, to get partner. But once you get so far up the partner tree, it is predominantly male streamers that are at the top. The only exception is there are some females, but the exception seems to be more VTubers. So you've got like Iron Mouse at the top, you've got, like, you know, all of the former V Shoujo and like Shy Lily and all that. All of them are like top female streamers, so to speak. So yes, males can be successful, but the most successful are either voice actors, part of a corpo / former, or have connections. Sure, there are some exceptions, but that's too few and far between. So if you actually look at like the top VTubers right now, it is predominantly females. There are some males, but a lot of them are going to be, you know, your typical they've come from voice acting, which they were doing beforehand and they're still doing. They were formerly part of a corpo, or they've had connections. So for example, I don't really like mentioning him because I did say I wasn't going to talk about him again after the issues I had, but Kenji, for example, he is someone who I will say he's been successful himself, but he's still got to where he was because he was, like, you know, in the early days he was collabing with like Shy Lily, Bao, Numi, stuff like that. So he was having those connections with other popular VTubers that, you know, most people don't have. So it's not like he's just got there himself. The only one I can actually think of that is a VTuber, a male VTuber, that's got to where he was without, you know, without connections, without being a voice actor, without being a corpo or former corpo, Burnt Peanut. And he does everything he can to not be classed as a VTuber. He won VTuber of the Year. He is the most successful, biggest VTuber right now, but he wants absolutely nothing to do with the VTuber community. And this is something I've kind of spoke in private to Scrubbings about as well, where, like, essentially I feel as a male VTuber, you can have the model, you can do what you want, but you should not focus on building your community around the VTuber space. You should focus your community, building your community around, like, your content, around the games you stream, around like interactions you have on stream or in games, stuff like that. And that's how you're going to be more successful as a male, because like when you have an 80-20 split and that 80% is predominantly there to watch and, you know, chase after the so-called waifu experience, you're not going to interest them. So, you know, so anyway, I'm going to give it my watch now. I've kind of rambled a bit, kind of explained my side of things. So we're going to see what she says. I've already heard the talking points. I've heard she kind of contradicts herself, so it's going to be interesting to see what she says.
Male VTubers are not at a disadvantage in the VTuber community. They're just going about marketing the wrong way.
Oh, so marketing's our issue. Okay. So let's see what you're saying is the issue with marketing.
I will be giving you my hot takes on why I think that is the case. Because honestly, I think a lot of you just don't have the information you need to succeed. And some guy online cried loud enough, making you feel like you're in a losing race. So buckle up, because I'm not pulling any punches. I have 5 years of streaming under my belt as a non-female VTuber, which means I didn't get to pull the lady card.
Okay, but you as a female, you still have the inherent advantage of growing faster than a male does, because all you've got to do is like look at any streaming situation. It's much easier for a female to get new viewers, to have people raid her, to, you know, have people just check her out on stream, which many males won't have unless you have like a specific skill set in a game. Like, for example, let's say you're playing Marvel Rivals, you're playing Marvel Rivals, I'm playing Marvel Rivals. If I'm not playing Marvel Rivals at a certain level, no one is gonna really check me out. Whereas you could just be playing in like silver or bronze, and as long as you're like funny enough or, you know, slightly entertaining enough, you're going to draw people to the video. I as a male don't have that luxury. I have to either be extremely funny or really good at the game to pull people in. That's just the truth of it.
Everyone likes to assume is the reason why female VTubers get success. And you might just want to stay till the end of the video, because I'll be teaching you how you can market yourself as a male VTuber. Oh, and Delulu Club members, you know what to expect at the end of the video. Can't wait. Keep in mind that I'll be generalizing throughout this entire video, and it's not because someone has a specific gender that they will fit these generalizations to a T. Okay? We good? Let's get cooking. So where did this belief really start? I know you've heard it before. Female VTubers have an easier time growing because of certain assets they have. But that isn't actually the reason. To understand what's really going on, we need to go back to the basics of marketing. Having a niche. Often when people are talking about
So we're going to talk about niches. It'll be interesting to see what she says is the niche for a lot of female VTubers, considering they just seem to do just chatting, ASMR, and some gaming. Are you saying that men are going to need to do ASMR, just chatting, and some gaming to be successful? Is that what you're going to say?
About choosing a niche? It's because they want you to narrow down what you will be specializing in. However, what's really happening when you pick a niche is that you're picking an audience, and that audience will determine who you are creating for. So rolling back to why female VTubers seem to do better has a lot more to do with the audience that they are creating for. And while yes, the way that you look can sway an audience, that isn't the full picture. So let's look at what's...
No, she's right. It's not the full picture, but that doesn't mean it's not an advantage. It doesn't mean that you're not getting an advantage from it. Like, come on. You can't just breeze past it and be like, oh, well, that's not why. You need to actually actually
working in their favor. There's a few factors that women are doing that are helping their growth. The first is obviously their looks. Female VTuber models do incredibly well amongst all audiences, but what I'm talking about is their designs. You may have noticed that female models are often more embellished, especially
oh, so there it is. Males don't get embellished models. Males don't put, you know, time and work into their models. So it's your models that's the problem. Okay.
Compared to their male counterparts. I often like to compare female and male models to Genshin Impact characters versus Halo characters. We see a lot of variety overall with women, while men tend to be more simple and classic, which means men...
Yeah, how many times do we see female VTubers that are complaining because they're being compared to Iron Mouse? Like, come on. How can you say, hold on, how can you say that there's more variety in female models when we see how many cat girls are there, how many fox girls are there, how many, you know, Bro, like, I'm literally a fucking monkey. There's like there's hardly any male monkey VTubers. There's like what? Like two females I can think of off the top of my head, Juju and Coco Nuts. Like, oh my god, that's such a bad take.
With women, while men tend to be more simple and classic, which means men often have a harder time standing out. And without a clear aesthetic, it can be very difficult for somebody to give them a chance.
So yeah, every male. I just hate that she's generalizing it so much, because it's like, how can you sit there and say every male's being, you know, not... It's so bad. It's so bad. I can't wait to do the proper video on this.
Also, side note on my end, but have you ever noticed that male VTuber rigging is often very stiff? I'm not sure if it's because riggers fear making male VTubers feel too expressive, or that male models are just not cut the same way. Either way, that's something that's...
She's saying that, but the whole time she's saying it, her model's pretty stiff herself. Like, she's not really moving much, and she's just kind of like talking on the spot, like I am right now. At least like when I'm like talking, I'm moving my head a bit and stuff. Like, how can you say that male VTuber models are stiff when you're like showing you're being stiff yourself? Like,
also hurting men in the VTubing community, but I actually don't know why that's so common. The second reason is that women are optimizing for their core audience. Remember when I told you about picking a niche? Well, female VTubers are doing that in more than one way, and sometimes accidentally. Let's start with what I consider common knowledge at this point. In the VTubing community, the average viewer is male and between the ages of 18 and 34, and most of those viewers will favor watching a female VTuber.
So what? No. She's just contradicted herself. Like, how can you sit there and say there's not an inherent advantage when you've just said that 80% of viewers are male and they prefer a female VTuber? That is literally saying they have an inherent advantage in the VTuber space. Oh my god, how do you contradict yourself 3 minutes into your own video? Like, do you not double check what your script says? Because you've just contradicted yourself on like that point there. Just completely dismisses whatever you're gonna say now, because you've just basically contradicted yourself.
Is why male VTubers think they're at a disadvantage.
Because they are. How can you sit there and say 80% of viewers are male and they prefer a female VTuber, and then say, oh, but males think that's why they're at a disadvantage? That is why they're at a disadvantage. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't wait to see the cope come in next.
But I will show you later how you could be using that to your advantage. So women are doing well because men are watching them. Great.
So she's gonna say now, you need to do what women are doing with the female viewers. You know, that 20%. She thinks you're gonna be put at the same level of advantage that females get in the VTuber space by going after the 20% and ignoring the 80%, which is just ludicrous.
That's not the whole story. Female VTubers are optimizing what games they're playing and where they are playing them.
Let's be honest, most females are fucking playing, well, not even playing, they're doing ASMR, just chatting. They might do League, and then they might do Genshin, or like some sort of gacha. That's all you really see these days.
Reading through articles upon articles of social media marketing, I read that men and women do not consume their content in the same spaces. Women are more likely to watch VTubers on TikTok or YouTube, while men are more likely to watch them on Twitch or Kick.
Or Blue Twit, yeah. Basically, go be a hoe. Go be a hoe. That's where you're going wrong. So she's going to turn around now and tell you, if you're a male, you need to dedicate your time to TikTok and YouTube. Basically, TikTok and YouTube Shorts. chasing after the 20% female viewership, and that's why you're not at a disadvantage, because you're not chasing after that 20%.
Twitch. But it's not just that. Women are looking for content creators that are creating vibes like cottagecore, fantasy, dark, and a lot of them watch IRL content, art, and cozy games. On the other side of the spectrum, men are searching for gaming and esports. You see what I'm getting at? Female VTubers.
So you need to do gaming and esports on Twitter, on Twitch, and cozy shit on TikTok. Oh my god, this is so out of touch.
Are picking which platform they want to perform on while picking content their audience will enjoy, while male VTubers are following the VTuber trend of streaming on Twitch, when they could be choosing different options where they could be hitting their demographic easier.
But yours, the demographic you're on about is 20% of the viewership. You're saying we're not at an inherent disadvantage when you say... yeah, she's definitely quite dumb. She's basically trying to say, it's like she's already contradicted herself, but she's basically trying to say that male VTubers aren't at a disadvantage compared to female VTubers, and there's no inherent advantage for female VTubers. And then within by the 3-minute mark, she said, like, she pointed out, I was going to point it out as well, which is here. So if you look here, so 70 to 80% of VTuber viewers are male, so you've got a 20 to 30% demographic that's female, right? And generally male viewers prefer watching a female VTuber, which is what she even says that in her own video. So she's already contradicting herself, because she's saying there's no inherent advantage, and then 3 minutes into it goes, yeah, well, you know, 80% do prefer a female VTuber over a male. You just can't. Oh my god, you can't make this up, man. You can't make this up.
Is that making any sense? Awesome. So with this information, how can male VTubers thrive? By reverse engineering how female VTubers find success. Yeah, I know it sounds complicated, but I got it all.
Yeah, so basically she's saying to chase after the 20%. That's what she's saying, chase after the 20%.
All written down for you. So listen up. Let's start with finding your demographic. But I hear you. Hio, you just told me that most VTuber viewers are men and they want to watch women. Yes.
Which is an inherent advantage. There we are. There we are. So not only is she saying what we all know, she's now trying to dismiss what she's saying.
I know, but that actually gives you two opportunities. The first road you could take is becoming a streamer for men. Male.
Bro. He's so, oh my god. I don't think I can watch all this. I'm gonna do a video, like a more of a deep dive video on it. I'm gonna get it recorded tomorrow. But oh my god. Give me a second. I need to go get some water. I'll be right back. right. Sorry about that. I needed to get some water, man. This is hilarious. Like, she's contradicted herself twice now. Like, literally.
Women. Yes. Hio, you just told me that.
She has said the entire time, males do not have an inherent disadvantage. This sentence right here.
So listen up. Let's start with finding your demographic. But I hear you. Hio, you just told me that most VTuber viewers are men and they want to watch women. Yeah.
So is that not classed as an inherent advantage when 80% of VTuber viewers are more interested in watching are males and are more interested in watching female VTubers? Is that not an inherent disadvantage? And you've mentioned it twice now and you've confirmed it. Oh my God, she's so dumb. She's so dumb.
I know, but that actually gives you two opportunities.
Two opportunities? What, you mean we can try to build a following to go after the 20% that, you know, is still putting us at a disadvantage because we've got less viewers to go after? Or do we go for the 80% that doesn't want anything to do with us, that also puts us at a disadvantage? Let me guess. You're not going to acknowledge that female VTubers can also have these two options and go after the males that are interested in them, and the females that would add to the males because they can go after the two. The thing she's not going to explain, right, is she's saying that you can go after.
But that actually gives you two. Yes, two.
She's going to say you get two opportunities, right? You can go after the male VTuber fans that are predominantly more interested in female VTubers, or you go after the 20% female VTuber fans instead. There's no in between. It's not you can go for both. It's one or the other. So you're at an inherent disadvantage either way because you're either going for 20%, which is obviously a lot less of a demographic than the 80%, or you try and make your way with the 80% that is more interested in a VTuber who is female and uses a female model. Now, what she's not going to say, not going to mention, is that as a female, you can target both those demographics together. You can go for the male VTuber fans because they want to see a female VTuber, and you can go for the female VTuber fans because you can play into the cozy vibe that most female VTubers do anyway. The cozy chaotic vibe, or, you know, waifu still, because waifu works for both.
Opportunities. The first road you could take is becoming a streamer for men. Male viewers are often looking for interactivity, gaming, and sick energy. And while everyone is different, obviously, you could be picking stream games where the audience is mostly men. Categories that ya boys are usually.
Yeah, but that's not VTuber specific. That's just saying, hey, if you want to build a following, go stream a game, go stream a niche. That is content creation in general. That has nothing to do with VTubing. You're basically saying to men, hey, if you want to grow, go play a game a lot, you know. That's so dumb. That's such generic advice.
Swatting in are first-person shooters, battle royales, anything competitive, and I think horror. And male viewers are typically on Twitch or Kick. Personally, as someone who has a 50% male audience, I found
that's 48% actually.
Found out that they love nerding out about things that I also enjoy, like horror franchises or Marvel. So don't think that because you're a guy, you can't build a fun community, because fun fact.
So she's not gonna acknowledge that as a female, she already has that inherent advantage to bring those guys in who are 80% of them are more interested in female VTubers than male. And by that logic, they're more interested in her and kind of vibe with her because she plays similar games they do.
Most successful streamers on Twitch and Kick are men.
But not VTubers, which is what you're making the video about. You cannot generalize this to male creators, ignoring the fact that male VTubers are at a disadvantage because you're just being a hypocrite. Then you're just completely dismissing what your whole video is about because you're focusing it on male streamers. Yes, everyone knows male streamers are the most popular, the most successful, because in the streaming space, women will have an inherent advantage to climb to a certain level, whereas men will find it more difficult. Once you get past that level, men will find it a lot easier to grow because they'll have like a certain niche, or they'll be very good at a game. And generally, females at the higher level don't focus on competitive gaming or high level gaming. They'll focus on just chatting, live stream, IRL. If they're a VTuber, whatever, because like, what does Iron Mouse do? She just sits there playing like every random game she wants. Like, she doesn't need a niche because she's a successful VTuber. And I'm hurting my brain right now because, oh my god, how can you sit there and like, just how can you sit there and say men are wrong for thinking they have an inherent disadvantage? And in 3 minutes into the video, where was it? It's like here.
Sometimes accidentally. Let's start with what I consider common knowledge. Ages of 8. So,
just this bit right here completely disembowels her entire video, and the fact that she doubles down later and admits it again, I just find it ludicrous that she says this and doesn't understand. She can't process what she's saying to understand it as, oh, that's an inherent advantage.
The average viewer
are male. 80% of VTuber viewers are male.
Is male and between the ages of 18 and 34. And most of those viewers will favor watching a female
VTuber. So what does that tell you? 80% of the audience that you're trying to go after is already inherently more interested in watching a female VTuber than putting any interest into you. So by that logic, you are already at an inherent disadvantage. Video done. Like, I don't know how she carried on after that. But anyway, let's...
Now, knowing all the ladies that are watching this, they're about to get that needs to appeal. If you want to create for women, your brand needs to appeal to that audience. But what does that mean? You have no idea how large my grin is right now. Knowing all the ladies that are watching this, they're about to give me a high five for taking one for the team. But stick with me here. Have you ever heard of the dating game called Love in Deep Space? No?
Oh. Go be a fucking loser that plays fucking Love in Deep Space. No, thank you.
Good. Go look it up. I'll wait. Okay, yeah, so you get it, right? Most women love an aesthetic and a vibe. A big thing you see with otome games are...
Basically, you've got to sexualize yourself. That's what she's saying. If you want to go after the 20% audience... Oh my god. This is such a bad video. I'm gonna sit down tomorrow and do like a proper like in-depth video on this because it is hilarious how bad it is and how out of touch she is. Like, she's basically telling you to go for the 80% males and focus predominantly on gaming, which has nothing to do with being a VTuber. That is very much specifically, hey, if you want to grow as a streamer, if you want to be successful, then you know, get a niche, focus on a specific game, something that anyone will tell you, right? And the opposite is, hey, you want to go after females, yeah, you basically need to whore yourself out. Yeah, good luck with that.
Are archetypes. FYI, otome games is what we call dating simulators for women. Okay, just so you know. And as a male VTuber,
basically
you
play
can
into
choose
the
to be
husbando
one
experience
of those archetypes. Not necessarily in personality, unless you wanted to, but definitely in looks. You see this a lot in the male VTuber sphere, and I'm about to give you a few examples. Shoto is a soft...
Shoto is a former corpo. The reason he is successful is because he was part of a corpo. Next.
Easily flustered rogue. He allows his audience to draw him in soft situations, calling in female artists. He's also allowed people shipping him with his guy friends, attracting yaoi fans. Shia Bun, on the other hand, is a hunk that plays the sassy, promiscuous rabbit. He sings and focuses on funny and horror content. But due to his branding, he often attracts women.
So he's some gay dude, basically. Some gay dude that probably pulls in gay men and women that like the idea of being with a femboy or whatever.
Women and men.
Basically, she's saying you need to be a femboy. Basically, a femboy that sexualizes himself or is okay with being sexualized.
And then we have Basil Wolf, a strong, stinky werewolf man that created his own world. He focuses on art and so does his community. His care?
So he's an artist, basically. And if you know anything about artists in the VTuber community, they inherently get an advantage because people will follow them to take interest in their art. And if they're successful enough from it, they can grow a following that will follow them on other platforms. So basically, either be a femboy, sexualize yourself, over-sexualize yourself, be okay with people over-sexualizing you, or be an artist.
Is appealing to the female gaze, but he's funny and still brands himself authentically to who he is. You see, while all of these male VTubers branded themselves differently, they all
branded themselves differently. Two of them are sexualizing themselves or okay with people sexualizing them, and one of them's an artist. You can say that the artist is different, but he's not different from the other. Like, the other two are basically the same vibe.
Succeeded in the fields they are in, and none of them branded themselves in a way that they lost who they really are.
So Shoto wasn't successful from being part of a corpo. That's got nothing to do with it. Okay.
Which is what I would hope all male VTubers would do, even when trying to appeal to a specific audience. Now let's get to the fun stuff. You'll want to brand yourself coherently. I don't think I need to say much here. I think you understand that branding is a balancing act between what you love and what your audience likes. So if you're looking for tips on how to come up with a good design, here is what I would suggest. If you want to go the male audience route, I highly recommend looking up video games or movies.
It's such generic and bad advice, man. Like, does she really? Oh my god, man. And people are sitting here praising this.
These specifically aim towards men to create your VTuber design. If you want to appeal to women, look up games like Genshin Impact or Love in Deep Space.
Basically, if you want to attract a male audience, it's not going to be a male VTuber fan audience. It's just going to be a male viewer. Well, you know, it's not going to be a male VTuber viewer. It's going to be a male fan, basically. Someone that just wants to go watch someone playing games, not someone that likes VTubers and wants to go watch them playing games.
But regardless which path you choose, I highly recommend going over a design with a character designer. They will be able to make something coherent for you, especially if you don't feel comfortable with coming up with something on your own. The next step, in my opinion, is finding an artist that can actually bring your character to life. When I was looking for a VTuber artist, I specifically wanted somebody who could draw something androgynous. So artist,
oh my
I
God,
specifically wanted somebody who could draw.
I mean, it's just, you say androgynous, but it's female. Like, it's female, and then you've just got a big jacket on. I wouldn't say that's androgynous. It's okay.
Something androgynous. So
I'm not gonna get into
that. Find someone that can actually pull off pretty boys in their style, or someone that can draw mecha if that's what you're aiming for. And please, I beg, find a rigger that won't make you look stiff. And
but the whole time she looked pretty stiff herself. I don't know whether it's just because she's got the big ass jacket or not, but I don't feel like she's moving that fluid herself. Like, I mean, I'm not moving too much right now, but I feel like I'm still moving more than she is.
Finally, I need you to stop getting lazy on your social media. I know being a creator is a lot.
Oh, so it's laziness on our social media too.
But no matter how good you look or how good at a game you are, nothing will halt your growth more than poor social media habits. I have a whole playlist for you to go through if you're interested on seeing how you can grow as a small creator online. But if you want a specific specific video on a specific topic, let me know in the comments. And if what's stopping you from showing up consistently is you being forgetful, I'm neurospicy myself. I get it. I have been using this tool called B-Plan. Now, they're not sponsoring this video, but I'm an ambassador and I use socials on one account for free and 3 times a day on Twitter for my Twitter. So you can skip the Twitter premium, which is arguably even more expensively useful for not themselves, their audience.
Basically, just make sure you're consistent. Hey, you're right. How you doing? How you doing?
Yet. But if you don't agree with me, feel free to drop your opinion in the comments.
No, I'm gonna do a video on it tomorrow, I think. This is so bad and out of touch. Like, if your whole point is male VTubers aren't at a disadvantage, how at 3 minutes do you have the audacity to say this? Where is it?
Well, female VTubers, I consider common knowledge at this point.
Okay, how... If you are saying that male VTubers don't have an inherent disadvantage, how do you have the audacity to say this and then say it again later in the video?
In the VTubing community, the average viewer is male and between the ages of 18 and 34. And most of those viewers will favor watching a female VTuber.
That right there completely dismisses the whole video. I've said it a few times now, but how can you sit there and say that males aren't at an inherent disadvantage and then say that 80% of viewers are male and those male viewers prefer to watch a female VTuber? And then when you're giving advice on what to do as a male, it is not male VTuber specific advice you're giving, it's generalized advice to just go fucking find a niche and play a game, basically. Like, I tell that to anyone getting into content creation, into streaming specifically, like go find a niche. I watch more male VTubers. That's fair enough. Like, it's one of those things where, like, she's trying to say that, so it's an 80% 20% split. Like 80% is predominantly male audience and then 20% is female. She's saying that 80% audience prefers to watch female VTubers over males, or like most of them prefer it, which to me is an inherent advantage that she's admitting without wanting to acknowledge that she's admitting it. And then later on she's saying about, oh, if you want to be successful as a male, you need to either go after the 20%, and to go after the 20%, you basically need to sexualize yourself towards women and, you know, basically make yourself okay with like yaoi and stuff. Is it yaoi or yuri, whatever it is, the male on male stuff. And her example of that is Shoto, who was formerly part of a corporation, so he had the inherent advantage of being part of a corporation, and some bunny dude that plays into the gay femboy vibe. So basically you have to sexualize yourself to appease the female audience, or you can try and go after the male audience. But then when she goes on about explaining how to go after the male audience, it's basically just saying, hey, go find a game that a lot of dudes like watching and get good at it. That's just generic advice for streaming in general. That's got nothing to do with VTubing. So the only advice she's given theoretically for a male VTuber to be better at being a male VTuber is go sexualize yourself to women, basically. It's so bad. I'm gonna do a video on this. I'm gonna sit down tomorrow and get my talking points, but I'm gonna go shoot for a few things first. So as we know, VTube, she didn't bring it up, but as we know, VTubing has ties to idol culture, and idol culture is essentially idols who sing, dance, act, model, and they're basically public personalities. It's a very image driven job, and a lot of it is about connecting with your fans. It's very parasocial because it's very much focused on the engagement with those fans, special events like handshake meetings, fan concerts, and social media interactions. So VTubing takes ties from this, which again plays into the parasocial of VTubing. So yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind when we're talking about VTubing, because it takes ties from idol culture, and because the male audience is predominantly more interested in females than male VTubers, they are chasing after that waifu, that you know, that waifu experience. Basically, they're playing, and females will play into that parasocial because they know it will work and generate them views. Yeah, I was going to talk about this as well, because I feel like as a male in the space, I am so fucking tired of just trying to like get on with my day on Twitter, and then like give it a week, give it 2 weeks, and you'll see, you know, male hate or male engagement farming. Basically, basically men are basically either used for, you know, engagement farming or to hate on. That's all it feels like in the VTuber space, and a lot of us are tired of it. I've spoke to men publicly and privately in the space, and a lot of us are tired of it because we're just trying to get on with our day. We're just trying to get on with what we do. And I think the best example of this is this tweet right here by Bao. So it is a very generalized tweet, and people are going to dismiss it as not generalized, but to many men it came across as generalized. And when we tried to say like, look, we agree with what you're saying, but it happens to us as well, and it's also not all men, you know, it's only specific ones, a lot of people, including Bao, dismissed that. They didn't listen to the criticism. They dismissed it straight away as, you are part of the problem. So if we're constantly told in tweets like this that are generalized, whether you want to agree or not, to many of us it was generalized. You have a tweet like this, and then you say, hey, we agree, but you know, can you kind of like clarify a bit better because it is quite generalized? Oh, it's not generalized, but if you feel that way, then you must be part of the problem, because that's how a lot of the comments were. And like Bao went on stream and doubled down and stuff. And like, the thing is, this tweet, according to Bao, was about Mizkiv at the time. And then ironically, when the Sykkuno situation happened, it was all of a sudden about Sykkuno. So she's basically making it about whoever she wants, but we'll move on from that. So I was going to mention this, but it was mentioned in the video. 78 to 80% of VTuber viewers are male. And while female VTubers attract a heavily male-dominated demographic, often 90% or higher on individual channels, male VTuber or agencies that feature prominent male talent, like some branches of Niji Sanji, can attract a significantly higher percentage of female fans. So, while you may be able to get female fans, again, that is 20% of the demographic that's all that she's basically saying to try and appease. And I wanted to bring up this as well because I do think we need to talk about the different type of content that males and females produce. So obviously with female VTubers, you've got music and singing, idol culture where they'll play into like specific idol style stuff, ASMR. A lot of female VTubers also play horror games, and one that's not here is obviously the adult stuff that a lot of them tend to do these days. The garden hose, you know what I mean. And then male VTubers will do chaos and banter, long chatting streams, tabletops and RPGs, voice acting and flirting. So it's a completely different vibe. So unless like, you will never have the same vibe from a Feel the idol stuff. Hate the... Yeah. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. I'm in one way, I'm kind of glad that like idol culture is kind of like... It's not as heavily involved in the VTuber space anymore, but it's still, you know, it's still there. So collaboration style. Male VTubers frequently cross-collaborate in large chaotic groups, while female VTubers balance individual solo branding with group events. So that's just something you're not gonna, like, you can try to do as a male, but it's just not gonna work to the same effect. Music focus. Female VTubers lean heavily into pop idol music and dancing. Males lean more into rock, rap covers, and acoustic jams. So if you're gonna do music, there's always gonna be a difference there. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And like audience vibe is the one thing you will definitely not be able to control. Female VTuber chats often... Oh, I'm so confused right now. Female VTuber chats often focus on cute moments, supportive cheering, and memes. Male VTuber chats often feel like a group of close friends hanging out or teasing stream. So it's a completely different vibe. I'm just gonna do a tweet. Sorry, I'm not speaking right now. I'm just typing aggressively. I'm just doing a quick tweet about the video. So yeah, wow, what a video! What a video! We'll even at her. Just finished the Hio Cleo video. Yikes. How do you contradict the whole video at 3 minutes in, saying 80% of viewers are male and prefer a female VTuber? You say this multiple times throughout the video and don't understand that that right there is an inherent advantage for female VTubers. Also, you sum up the advice to either find a game niche and get male viewers that way, which has nothing to do with male VTuber fans or sexualize yourself / be okay with it to lure in the 20% female audience. So we're going to say, just finished the Hio Cleo video. Yikes. How do you contradict the whole video at 3 minutes in, saying 80% of viewers are male and prefer a female VTuber? You say this multiple times throughout the video and don't understand that right there is an inherent advantage for female VTubers. Also, you sum up the advice to either find a game niche and get male viewers that way, which has nothing to do with male VTuber fans, or sexualize yourself / be okay with it to lure in the 20% female audience. Looking forward to putting this into a more thought out video, but it's so out of touch. But it's so out of touch and generic or bad advice. Okay. I think that'll do. Find a game niche and get a male viewers that way. Just nothing to do with male VTuber fans or focusing on male VTuber fans. Yeah, I think that'll do. I'm just gonna do a video on it tomorrow. I'm gonna sit down. I'm just gonna see. Yo, I can't wait as well. My frigate. I got So seriously, I don't sexualize myself, and I do well. Most of my viewers tell me they're like that I'm modest. That's the thing. I don't think you need to sexualize yourself. Like I would never. Like I just don't see the point of doing it. Like. It's something that doesn't really interest me that much anyway. So why would I do it? You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm so happy. Like my in-art Yaksha King, I got a message like just under a month ago to say that it was ready to ship out, and I paid the shipping fee, right? And then, oh my God, I was so sad. They messaged me back because they'll send you a message and you've got to pay like the shipping fee, and then they'll be like, oh well, once that's done and once you've confirmed your address and everything, we'll ship it out within 7 days. So I was like, all right, cool. So I waited, and then 7 days later, I kid you not, they sent me a message saying that there's been production issues with the Yaksha King, so they've got to redo it. So I've had to wait, and they've sent me a message yesterday. Was it yesterday? Today, sorry. Sent me this morning saying that it's available and they're going to ship it out soon. So I can't wait, man. Yaksha King's probably like, he's definitely top 3 of my bosses that I fought in Black Myth. But yeah, I can't wait. I think it's just so many people, even big names, often say sex appeal sells, but like I see so many people do well without their models. Yeah, I think like, so I always like to bring up the West versus the East when it comes to like how VTubers act. So on the West, a lot of most successful VTubers do sexualize themselves, whether that's the model or themselves outside the model. You do have it on both sides, obviously, but if you look at the comparison, the ones on the West will often, on the East will often, if they do that, they'll either like keep it separate, or, you know, they'll, like, you won't see it that often. But okay, let me just close down that. Yeah, because I will watch this in a second as well, because I feel like Asmongold gives some really good points when it comes to male VTubers. But yeah, on the West, it's very much like a lot of VTubers will sexualize themselves, especially like the more popular ones, and it's like, it's very weird, because if you look at like how a lot of VTubers are on the East, like take Maury Calliope, or however you say her second name, we all know who she is IRL. We all know that, right? But she doesn't associate herself with her model. She keeps that separate, right? And people respect that. Whereas if you look at like a lot of the more popular VTubers on the West that do it, obviously I'm not saying that Maury or IRL Maury does sexualized content, but I'm saying that like she keeps her IRL separate, even though we all know who's who. If you look at like the Western side, the ones that do show their face or, you know, do sexualized content, keep it all together. Like take Cottontail, for example. Cottontail has one, I mean, I think she's got multiple Twitters, but you know, she's got one account specifically. It's not like she's got Cottontail and then, I don't know, Daisy Chan, which is her as IRL. You know what I mean? It's one account, and you go there and you see a IRL and you see a VTuber, and you don't have that with many Eastern VTubers. It's very much an emphasis on the like there's no difference sort of thing. Like it's all together kind of, if you know what I mean. It's out. I'm losing words here. I need some water. Oh, precious water. While we're here, actually, I need to quickly check Secret Lair because I am waiting for the new cards to come out, and I need to know what the secret card is, man. So they're doing a Journey to the West set, right? And I am so hyped for it because Wukong, I love the way they've done it, right? Firstly, let me just properties this. Let's just bring it up. So Wukong, right, our boy here, is Kibo, which is one of my favorite commanders. I say favorite, I've only just built him, but I'm enjoying him and how he works, and it makes sense. But they've also given a nod to the book a bit better, because the name of the card isn't some Wukong or Wukong. It is Monkey Awakened to Emptiness, which is the rough translation of Wukong, because Wukong's name is Monkey. He was Kong, which is monkey, and the Wukong is Monkey Awakened to Emptiness, or, you know, Monkey Awakened to the Void. That's the kind of rough translation. So the fact it's Monkey Awakened to Emptiness is like such a cool little nod. I'm just curious because there's Wukong as Kibo. There's where is he? Not that one. That one. There's Tripitaka as Dosen the Fallen Leaf. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, logically it makes sense for Tripitaka, because like Tripitaka is all about, like, you know, pacifism and stuff, and it literally makes it so your opponents have to be like pacifists during your turn, which I think is really cool. But as a card, I don't think I'd play it. I think I'd just want it. Like, I'm gonna buy the set anyway, so I'll have all of them. But I don't think I'd try to make a deck that runs Tripitaka. But obviously, when I get him, I do. I would. Let me see if I can do this, because I'm kind of topless right now. I don't want anything to show. Let me see. Let's get the. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Let me put a top on. Oh. Right, there we are. We got the old top on now. We got a vest on. So we've got my Khan the Betrayer deck. The very first. This is like one of my favorite decks. It's only like a bracket 2, but I am in the works to push it up to bracket 4. So obviously you got like Razorkin, Needlehead, you got like Vow of Lightning. I'm terrible at this. Yeah, Vow of Lightning. There we are. Enchant +2/+2 has first strike and can't attack you or planeswalkers you control. So basically the Khan deck is just kind of like when I don't drop half of it on the floor. It's a bunch of like stuff that generates red mana or lets me draw cards and then discard. And then like a lot of like counters, not necessarily like counter spells, but like if you play a spell, I can redirect who it hits. And then I've got stuff like the Young Pyromancer here, which whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you put a 1/1 elemental into play. You've got like Gutter Snipe, so when you play a spell, an instant or sorcery, he deals 2 damage to each opponent. So it's a lot of stuff that just kind of like pings opponents when you play spells. And then the main card, fucking put these away and get him out. Is Khan himself. Khan's really cool, and it's not going to focus, is it? So he is a 4-cost 5/1. He's got Berserker, which he attacks and blocks each combat if able. And then he's got, I'll read his last ability next because it makes sense reading that first before the next one. So if damage would be dealt to Khan the Betrayer, prevent that damage and an opponent of your choice gains control of it. And then he's got, when you lose control of Khan the Betrayer, draw 2 cards. So essentially Khan just kind of like, he's got to attack or block each turn. And then all you do is you basically, that person will draw 2 cards, but then they've got to give Khan to someone else. So it's pretty cool. We've then got obviously the Yuriko deck. It does need work though, to be fair. I'm waiting on a few cards to come, but I've tried not to be like too mean with it because I feel like Yuriko is a very strong commander, right? But it's a lot of like, ignore that. So it's any cards you see that are upside down are literally that way just because I'm going to replace them at some point with, they're just there to like till my actual cards turn up. So it's very much just like ninjas and 1/1s, but then you've got like some big cards like Darksteel Colossus. But essentially it's also, look at that fucking Higure art, man. This is probably one of my favorite arts I've got in cards. Higure was like my favorite ninja back in the day, and it's such a cool art piece. So, oh well, there we are. I just hid my camera for some reason. Also ink eyes. I had to get the full art ink eyes. It's so cool. But yeah, basically it's all just like ninjas and then low drop unblockables. But I'm gonna be a bit nasty soon. Oh, and Notion Thief. Notion Thief is fucking disgusting, man. I didn't know how good it was till I actually managed to get it out in a game, because it's literally it's a 4-cost, so it's two and a blue and a black, and then it's got flash, so you can play it on an opponent's turn as an instant speed. It's a 3/1. If an opponent would draw a card except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, instead that player skips the draw and you draw that card instead. So literally you just, whenever an opponent would draw, you just kind of go, nah, I'm gonna draw instead. But on Ornithopter as well, you gotta have one in the Yuriko deck. And we just got loads of like full arts and shit. But yeah, I'm oh yes, Thieving Skydiver's such a good card, man. It's a 2-drop, but you can kick it for X. So if you pay the kick cost, you can then, when you put it in play, you can take an opponent's artifact with a value equal to X or less. And if it's an equipment, you can automatically equip it to Thieving Skydiver. That's half the deck. Then we got more. Obviously, you gotta have the full art counter spell as well. I try not to play too many counters because I know they're kind of a bit mean. Lad, watches one video on what makes me instantly pulls out the chest there. Hey, look, they said we've got to sexualize ourselves. There we are. That's what I was doing wrong all along. I need to sexualize myself. That's how we do it. I was showing my magic decks, man. Oh, bro. I felt into the aether that there was magic talk. Oh yeah, bro. We're done watching about the friggin' the VTuber shit. Obviously, Yuriko. She's so good. She's so broken. And then we got my newest deck, my favorite, my soon to be. Got Kibo. I actually saw some really cool. Okay, I don't know what he's reflecting there. I think it's just the text. the chat box on OBS is being reflected in him, so enjoy that. The box holder is sick. I know, right? They're so good because you've got your deck in there, and then you've got a little slot at the front to stick your commander. So like, and it's perfect size for like I forgot what they call them, the big plastic ones. Thanks for your cards. Okay, this is the best deck ever. This is the monkeys. So, Beast Whisperer. This card is so good. Yeah, sleeves. So whenever you play a creature, you can draw a card. It's so good. And then we got monkeys, apes, gorillas, monkeys. We got Hitmonkey. Hitmonkey is kind of disgusting, to be honest. He's a forecast 3/3, can't be countered, and has reach, vigilance, death touch, hexproof, and haste. So he can attack the turn you play him. He doesn't tap. He can block flying creatures. He's got hexproof, so he can't be targeted by spells and abilities, and he's got death touch, so anytime he deals damage to anything, it dies. And we got Hooting Mandrills, Curd Ape, Curd Chieftain, my full art Kogla and Yidaro, my full art Kogla, gotta have the full arts, Prickly Marmoset, Realm Walker, Seedborn Muse. Oh, so good, so good. Silverback Elder, that's another big one. It's so good in the deck as well, because I think in general Silverback Elder's like a really good green card, but because it's an ape, it benefits from Kibo and like what Kibo does. So whenever I cast a creature spell, I can either destroy a target artifact or enchantment. Yeah, it's such a good card. Look at the top 5 cards of your library and put a land card among them onto the battlefield taps, then put the rest on the bottom. Yeah, Silverback Elder. Yeah. Or you can gain 4 life. It's so good. Silverback Shaman. Simian Simulacrum, Summit Apes, Taurian Mauler. This one's actually quite underrated as well because it's a 3-drop. It's a 3-drop 2/2 changeling, so it counts as every creature type in the game. And then whenever your opponent plays a spell, you put a 1/1 counter on it. So essentially, you can buff it through Kibo, but it buffs itself as well through your opponents doing stuff. So if your opponents don't remove it quickly, then it just builds up really fast. Tree Monkey. My favorite card. This is how Kibo was born. This is how... I'll get a fucking warning on Twitch now. It's like showing sexualized content. Oh man, imagine. Willy Bandar, Yavimaya Steel Crusher, Zodiac Monkey. That one I think I'm taking out. I was considering it, but I've got a lot of destruction in the deck already, and I don't think I need another 2-drop artifact destruction. Like, it's nice because it lets you play a land from your hand, but it's a sorcery, so I'm just kind of like, eh. I feel like this is underrated though, Brotherhood's End, because it's a 3-drop. 3-drop. Yeah, it's a 3-drop, but I can choose to either deal 3 damage to each creature and planeswalker, which is gonna like board wipe a lot of small things, or I can destroy all artifacts that cost 3 or less. So I can either get like a big buff onto Kibo and the apes and monkeys, or I can just like board wipe on a small scale. Chain Reaction, Cultivate just lets you get cards, land even. Farseek does the same. Harmonize, just draw. Kodama's Reach, more land search. Nature's Law, more land search. Overrun, +3/+3 to creatures and trample, very nice. Rampant Growth, land search. Shatter Storm, I actually really like this card. It's just a simple 4-cost, destroy all artifacts and they can't be regenerated. So it's another artifact board wipe, which is really nice. And then of course we've got the OG, the Vandal Blast, the 1-cost that you can overload to destroy all artifacts that you don't control. So it's like, it's more costly than Shatterstorm, but it will protect you. Like, your stuff won't be taken out in the process. A Braid, obviously, deal 3 or destroy an artifact. Ancient Grudge, destroy an artifact, and then you can pay 1 green to play it again from your grave. Beast Within, destroy a permanent, give them a 3/3 beast. Blinding Fog, I'm not sure about this one. I'm going to play test it a bit fast. It's an instant, prevent all damage that creatures will be dealt this turn, and then your creatures gain hexproof until the end of turn. So it's kind of like a protection. So it's going to do some stuff. Chaos Warp, always solid red card. Pay 2, 3 even. Pay 3. Put on target and permanent. Put it back on that person, puts it back into their deck and shuffles, and then reveals the top card of their deck. If it's a permanent, they can put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, it just stays on top of the deck. So you can remove something annoying, and then it's just gone till whenever. Fling. So Fling is literally just there for the case where if I get an April Gorilla, an April Monkey big enough that it's like enough to like finish someone off, I can like, and I've done my attacks for the turn, I can pay Fling, sacrifice the creature, and then have it deal its power to that opponent, so you can just finish off an opponent. Heroic Intervention, which just basically gives all my permanents hexproof and indestructible, so another board wipe protection. Inspiring Call, another board wipe protection, but it lets me draw a card for each creature I've got that has a +1/+1 counter on it, and then it gives those creatures indestructible. So it saves my most important creatures and also gives me draw for it. Naturalize, that's just literally there because I've got like 6 of them or something. I was like, yeah, why not put one in? Nature's Claim, nice and simple. Pay 1, destroy an artifact. That artifact's owner gets 4 life. Return of the Wild Speaker. Choose 1, draw cards equal to the greatest power among non-humans you control, or give all non-humans +3/+3. Smelt, 1 drop, destroy target artifact. Arcane Signet. Liquid Metal Cooling. I was gonna get Liquid Metal Talk, but it's so costly. I can't be bothered to pay like the actual like price for it, because Liquid Metal Calling's pretty much the same. It's a 2 cost tap to turn target permanent into an artifact. But Liquid Metal Talk is, you can also tap it for one mana. So that's kind of slightly better than Liquid Metal Cooling, but I only really want 1 of them in because I'm gonna get I've got Mycosynth Lattice come in, which is a artifact that turns all of her cards into artifacts while it's on the field. So I feel like it's like I either go Liquid Metal Talk and Liquid Metal Cooling, or I go one of them and Mycosynth, and I'd rather go Mycosynth, and I've already got Cooling. So yeah, Soul Ring, of course. Colossal Majesty, get to draw a card whenever you have a creature with 4 greater power in play at the start of your upkeep. Garruk's Uprising. When it enters, if you've got a creature with 4 or more power, draw a card. Creatures you control have trample, and whenever a creature with 4 or greater power enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card. So it's pretty nice, bit of extra draw power, and it gives my creatures trample. Instill Energy, the 1 cost enchantment. It gives the equipped creature haste, and for 0 mana you can untap that creature once per turn to basically do whatever. So I can literally pay 1 to equip it to use it on Kibo. Kibo then has haste, and then I can go tap Kibo for banana, untap because of this, tap Kibo for banana. So you can just like mass throw in loads of bananas. Primal Vigor. I was running Dublin season, but Primal Vigor's actually better. The Primal Vigor is a 5 cost, so I think it's a bit more costly, but what it does is if 1 or more tokens would be created, twice that many is created instead. And then if 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature, twice that many are put on instead. So what it means is whenever I tap Kibo for bananas, everyone gets 2 bananas instead of 1. And when something dies, when something gets a +1/+1 counter, it gets 2 instead. Really nice. Quest for Renewal, bit underrated, but I like it. It's a 2 mana spell, enchantment. Whenever a creature you control becomes tapped, put a quest counter on Quest for Renewal. When you have 4 or more on Quest for Renewal, you can untap your creatures during each other player's untap step. So it just gives you a way. It's like a poor man's Seedborn Muse, whereas like Seedborn Muse is going to untap everything. I'm so confused what's going on here. What is that upside down? There we are. Yeah, so Seedborn Muse obviously does everything. It will untap all your permanents. Quest for Renewal just does creatures, so it's like a poor man's Seedborn Muse. Obviously then we just got lands, lots of forests, lots of mountains, lots of red and green, the usual. And of course, a treetop village, because you can turn it into an ape. Why not? Because what I'm thinking is you could tree-born village, and then you just turn it into an ape when you know you're going to get a lot of tokens. So it just gets like this really big ape in play, and then it turns back into a land on your turn. But that was the decks. That was YouTube, not my hand cam. So yeah, I am absolutely looking forward to this card. I was going to build Kibo anyway, but at the time I was kind of on a break from Magic. And then I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to put the effort in and build the deck, because Wukong, why not? But yeah, I need them to update, because I think, let me see. So I think in about 2 days, we should find out what all the cards are. So we should find out what the secret card is. There's a lot of speculation for the Journey to the West one. I've seen that people think it's going to be a banana token, which would be cool, but getting one banana token just isn't that good, in my opinion. I saw someone else saying Skull Clam and it's like Wukong's crown, which would be pretty funny, but I would like it to be, I don't know, to be honest. I guess the horse would be pretty cool, because the thing with Journey to the West is like people don't actually understand that it wasn't just like 4 main characters and a horse. It was 5 main characters, because the horse is actually a dragon in disguise. He's one of the dragon princes. He's Balong Ma, something like that. Yeah, Balong Ma, the dragon prince, and he basically accompanies them on the journey, and then towards the end he kind of reveals himself and starts being more helpful to them and stuff, because he basically got told to like go on the journey with them as well, because he ate Tripitaka's horse. So as like a way to make up for it, he turned himself into the horse to help him. Yeah. Okay, that's enough of that, I guess. So shall we do a bit of gaming, because I think we've talked for quite a bit, and that video, oh my god, I've never seen someone criticize, not criticize, I've never seen someone try to make a point and then completely contradict themselves twice in their own video, and then just sit there being like, it's like the fact that she literally said that 80% of viewers are male and they predominantly prefer watching female VTubers, and she doesn't understand that that was literally an inherent advantage for female VTubers. And then like the advice was just so bad and so generic. Like, yeah, if you're gonna get into content creation, it's better to find a niche and focus on that. Like, anyone will tell you that. That's got nothing to do with being VTuber specific. But then she's like, oh, you can go after, you've got 2 demographics you can go after. You can go after the male viewers and the female viewers. Yeah, but so can female VTubers. But the difference is like males have a harder time because they have to go after one or the other by her own interpretation of what female viewers want to watch and what male viewers want to watch. Whereas like as a female, you don't have to struggle because you can focus on going for the female demographic, but you've still got that 80% that are interested in watching female VTubers that are gonna, you know, take interest. Maybe not all of them, but you don't have to put effort in to try and lure them in. Whereas like you know, as a male, you have to put effort in to go after one or the other. You can't go after both unless you're doing like, I don't know, it would have to be really weird. You'd have to probably do like separate content. Like, yeah, that's good advice. And let's face it, Twitter's got a lot of them. What is going on with my league though? I thought we'd play a game of League Classic, because I'm trying to get my my what's it called done, my Classic Pass, because my Classic Pass is like close to being done. Oh, good. Someone got reported. You love to see it. Let's have a look. So I'm 19 right now. So I need 30 for the skin. I think this is permanent though, this pass. This classic level 1. This one I'm done with, essentially. I'm just like picking up the scraps from the past now. Like I've cleared that page. I'm probably gonna clear, I don't know what page to clear next. Like this one I've just got blue essence, which is 1,000, and that's 500. I'll probably just try and like avoid the blue essence till last. Like I'll probably get the hearty return icon, pizza feet, Shusei, Blitzcrank, Vayne, League of Cleavers, Nidalee, 2 tanky. I think that'll do. If I've got any left after, I can go for other shit. In fact, let me run feet. Let me see. League. If I can spell. There we are. Beautiful. Right, let me put some friggin' Spotify on for me to listen to. You know, it sucks that like I can't play music anymore because of YouTube. I don't even want to risk it, to be honest, because like I've got a warning on my my YouTube at the moment. It's so stupid. There was like a react I did like nearly a year ago, and I got a friggin', they said it was inappropriate. It had nudity and sexualized content in it. It was literally a react to one of what's his name, Meat Canyon, one of Meat Canyon's videos, and they've gone and friggin' done that. I'm just like, oh, that's not fair, man. Anyway, let's jump into some classic, eh? I would do ranked, but what do you mean? Valid position. There we are. Yeah, I would do ranked, but I've just recently done ranked. I need to check something because I got a message. Okay. Okay, that's cool. I messaged some game creators earlier, and one of them's just got back to me. You'd love to see it though. Yeah, it's I tell you what, it has been such a crazy year for me. Like, hit him with the innuendos. He's like, I can't play bottom. No one plays bottom. You wait to be topped. Okay, I'm just gonna go Woo. Woo's so good, man. You know what annoys me with the Wukong skins though? No general. How do you do classic, league, and you don't put in infernal and general? They're like his two like OG skins. That and Jade. But the thing is, you've got Jade and then you've got Meteorite. But I just use the default most of the time. And this is where I need to sort out me friggin' display, because it's not going to show league. It's got big walk. Good. I did the right one. Wait, out. Why have they got silver borders in friggin'? Okay, whatever. Let's get all me pots. The only problem with like jungle back in the days, like you needed so many pots.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Me and my boy Blitz bowling into the jungle very slowly because home guard doesn't exist. Come on, if you're gonna troll, at least cover red.
Minions have spawned.
At least I can trust Mundo, because Mundo goes where he pleases. Okay. Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm cool. I got two. We're up now. We're up. We've got the win con. We've got the clone to body block. I like how like no one has gone bot. Like no one is there. Oh no. There we are. realistically, if Ari goes bot, I think they win.
Who questions my ability?
Okay. Although mid has kind of gone double. Like, why have we got double mid? Like, what is this 2-1 1-2-2 1-2-1 stuff? I don't know. Weird ass formations.
Just try to stop me.
Okay.
First blood.
Okay. You king.
An enemy has been slain.
You know, I was about to fucking level up my friggin' my Q then. What a mistake that would be, eh? No one fucking maxes Q on fucking old Kong till second. You know, I was gonna do Naraka today. I'm bringing back Naraka, by the way. I've been playing it a bit off stream, and I forgot like how much I actually enjoy the game. It's such an underrated game as well. Like, I felt like I had so many good interactions in the game as well, like when I've streamed it, because I had like the Naraka like official account stop by as well, which was really cool the one time they did. So it'd be okay. That was close. That was spicy, but we're fine. We're level 5. So yeah, it'll be interesting bringing that back because it's been a while, but it's a friggin' good game.
Bring me a real challenge.
Okay.
My place is at the top.
Slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain.
That's silly poison, man.
An ally has been slain.
Oh look, collateral arena is doing nothing.
My journey's only beginning.
Never mind. Okay, that'll force them back a bit.
Who questions my ability?
You know, I was just gonna say, where's Scuttle, man? I need my fucking XP. We don't use them anymore. Okay. I should have waited for that, but I haven't got much mana, to be honest. Blue's up in 20, so I kind of want to take... I don't even know what this is fucking called anymore. I just normally call it Big Wraith. I want to take Big Wraith. Big Wraith on campus. Yeah. Let me rehydrate and see what I can buy. Okay, we got
Show me the path.
Wriggles. That's the main thing. kind of want to...
Every mistake is a lesson.
Ugh, beautiful. You got the kill. I just don't want this Katarina to get the kill because she's being like, she's troll picked and then she's just done nothing. Nah, you know what? I'm just gonna go blue. I need to go blue and then go for the gank bot because Blitz is doing fine, but it would be nice to get him like that slight bit of lead into Ash. Oh, fuck off.
My place is at the top.
Never mind. I kind of want him to push out.
Adapt to all situations. Wuju style.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. I like that every single proc went off then.
Just try to stop me.
Enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Killing spree. Shut down.
Fuck. He got me. He got me.
Okay.
Fuck knows where he went. I guess there. Fuck knows. Okay, let me get me Sheen. It's crazy that like Sheen back in the day was an optimal pick and now it's just not, like in terms of like rushing for the Trinity, because back in the day it gave you 200 mana, 25 ability power, and then the on hit, and it always felt like on Wukong it was the more optimal item that you'd pick to get when you're like building Trinity. Like it would be the first bit you buy, but now it's just like you buy it but it just doesn't feel good.
Ally has been slain.
I got this.
Okay.
Every mistake is a lesson. Okay. Okay. My journey's only beginning.
Has he got okay, we're just chasing. Never mind.
You got it.
An enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
Okay,
Bring me a real challenge.
I need to stop this Ash, man. The problem is, like, when I wanted to gank, she had vision, and then like Okay.
My place is at the top. Who questions my ability?
I wanted to go Drake, to be honest. Oh man, this is a toughie. I think I just need to focus trying to get my Trinity, to be honest. Trinity and my MR up, and I'll get my MR up by leveling. So I've got scaling, so I should be all right. Okay.
Show me the path.
Killing spree.
Never settle for second.
An ally has been slain.
Okay. I'm just gonna see if I can steal his jungle. I'm gonna try and steal what I can and get the fuck out.
Put me to the
Okay. I got Feral Flare. Good.
Every mistake is a lesson.
Okay. I got her, but they got me. I thought it was working out. Can can Blitz even win this? I don't think he can he? I mean, he might. Oh my god, he might actually do it. Oh my god. Good job.
You got it.
Okay. Isn't Stan just such a good song from back in the day, man?
Me a real challenge.
I know you can't hear it, but I've got it playing. Such a good song. You don't really have songs like that anymore, do you? Because it tells like a whole story of like
My journey.
this parasocial fan that like wants to be with Eminem and how he's like willing to like do whatever to be with him and how it's not working out because he's being ignored, but he's literally just being ignored because
My place.
Slim's busy. Oh,
Who questions my ability?
hello Warwick. Ah. Oh my god, that's unfortunate. Okay. That's unfortunate. He nearly, like, if he landed the hook, I'm pretty sure Miles was dead. Ah, man, the void pet.
Show me the path.
I mean,
Adapt to all situations.
whatever that fucking ult was she did was horrendous. Like, what bad was that fucking ult, man? And now she's just tunnel visioning. Check. Is she really like hard chasing? Oh my god.
Never settle for second.
Yeah, you got the Drake.
Has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Fuck. Okay, I got him. I got him. That's the main thing. I'll take it. I'll take dying for that kill. Okay. Because I think, no, I was gonna say Mundo wins here into Warwick, but I just think he loses into that. He should get out though, because he can just keep, never mind. I was gonna say he can just keep cleavering and running, but it is a Warwick that's gonna chase you down infinitely, and a Singe that popped Ghost. Man, old Singed is disgustingly good, man. I love it.
My journey's only beginning. Bring me a real challenge. My first second time.
Has been slain. Has been slain.
Okay. I need the move speed boost there. I really want to get on Ashe, but I need her to push out.
Adapt to all situations.
Enemy has been slain.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Bro's literally negative KDA. Good old Cat acting like she's gonna carry. You know what? Let me put me fucking mic away as well. There we are. We're not here for talking though. The serious talk.
Never settle for second.
An enemy
Hey. Carthus is in a nasty spot. If he's there still, I'm gonna go for him. Oh, you fucked up. LOL. The classic.
Every mistake is a lesson.
An ally has
Let's
been
go.
slain.
Easy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this Katarina's horrendous, man. But firstly, he got bot lane, and then was just like, oh yeah, let me go mid. Oh shit, I was not paying attention. You know, it's crazy like how much damage Wukong actually does in classic, and like you're still building the same. Like me and Mundo have just legit took 3 towers by ourselves.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain.
Ah, fuck. Ugh. Just nasty. Nasty. You know what? Let me get my tabbies here. Tabbies or mercs? No, we'll go mercs actually. 45 and 25. Yeah, because I think Merc Trade works on his ult as well, doesn't it? On friggin' Warwick's ult. Does it? I think it does.
Adapt to all situations.
I mean, they keep getting the dragons, which is a bit of a pain, but
My place is at the top.
okay.
Your turret has been destroyed. A summoner has disconnected. An enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Okay.
Enemy has been slain.
Okay. The lifesteal's doing the work right now.
You got it.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I don't think we're gonna win though, to be honest.
Every
I think
mistake is a lesson.
Kata or Ari should have gone gone bottom, even though like it's not an optimal lane, because it forced their mid to basically be like dual lane as well, and they just had a better dual lane for like farming safely and passively pushing. Like Ari and Kata have like kill potential, which is a lot better, but it's just not to the same level.
Been waiting for this.
An ally has been slain.
Just try it.
Rampage.
My journey.
Okay.
An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
A real challenge.
Your inhibitor has
I really need Cleaver, to be honest.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Show me the path.
Unstoppable.
Was she just sitting there in a bush?
Adapt to all situations.
I don't know what the hell this cat is doing. She's just sitting in a bush doing nothing. I need to be. I know they're on Baron. No, that's the thing. I just can't stop them. I need MR. I need Hex Drinker. Like, I knew they were doing Baron. There's nothing I can do.
I got this. You got it.
The tune.
Put me to the test.
Well, he ulted me, but I got out.
Enemy double kill. Double kill. No one's defeated.
What a fucking troll pick, come on. We could have won that as well. I'm giving it to them too. I wish I had another one. Ugh. Who's honored me? Wolfsbane. That was Mundo. Oh, Warwick did. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Oh. Unlucky. Unlucky. It's fine. We'll come back. There's one game. You can't win them all. Oh yeah, Edge Runners 2 is coming out, isn't it? I can't wait for that. Get the next, but that's it. That's all we can try and do. That's all we can try and do. Oh, support. Well, there's only one support we play these days. Play some AP shit in that AD Shaco. Bro, who's banning Pantheon? Bro, I guess I'm not going Shaco then. Boom. You know what? It's fine. We'll go support Teemo with... Oh, I can use my support runes. My gold. Everything. Why is there no OG ones? Why have I got... Where's my panda? Why can't I use panda Teemo? Oh man, good old panda. I guess I'm not going to support then. What role we get in? Come on. Jungle. Good. We get our jungle. You know, I might actually play in a Moo game, you know. I forgot how fucking OP a Moo was back in the day. Like legit, out of all the junglers available, I'd probably say Master Yi and a Moo are like the two strongest there. And you just don't see anyone playing tanks, to be honest, because tanks are kind of bad. Oh no, they don't even have the Sunfire jungle item, do they? Fuck. See, if they had the Spirit Stone upgrade that goes into like a Sunfire item, I'm going with some fucking Yi. Do AD. I'm feeling some Yi actually. Yi was like, I forgot how OP Yi was before his rework. Like not even AP Yi, just like Yi in general, because his ult had like it would reset your takedowns if you reset your cooldowns on a takedown. Like it would fully reset them on a kill, or it would do, I think it was like half or a quarter on a takedown. It was so good. You just don't see that anymore. Oh man, the only problem is all these fucking skins use the new model and not the old one. Because Samurai Yi was such a vibe back in the day, and now it just sucks. Okay. You know what I need to play again, actually? I need to play Wu Chang, because I got so far into it and then I just kind of like gave up. But I keep, because they're releasing Wu Chang 2, like it's in active development. There's been loads of like work, like previews and everything, and I'm just like, oh, I need to finish that game. It's such a good game. I couldn't get into it. But I could. It's just I struggled with the difficulty of it. I'll put it that way. Unfortunately. My boy Wukong, man. I miss his old loading screen. It was so simple, but he looked happy. It was a better time, Wu. It was a better time. You had damage. It's okay. Your master's here now to show you how we do it with Mr. Broke himself.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Doubt is the greatest enemy.
If I hear one more joke about doing the bunny hop,
Anger gives motivation without
if I hear one more joke about doing the bunny hop,
Minions have spawned.
the focused mind can pierce through stone.
There we are. Gotta be nice to him. You know, I kind of forgot how OP Master Yi is. I don't actually need a fucking assistance, do I? Like, look at him just cutting through the fucking cam. Like, I literally one-shot the little ones. Yep, there's a little one gone. The thing is as well, his old passive is like so RNG based because it's literally it's 15% chance to strike twice. Like the new one is literally you'll strike twice every, I think it's every 6 hits or every 4 hits, something like that. Whereas now it's just like it's so randomized. Okay, get a quick heal in. Yeah, Yi is fucking broken, man. Okay. Unlucky, but I got the kill. As long as I get fed, that's the main thing.
Did you miss it? One cut of many.
Okay. I do want to gank bot, but I want to...
Doubt is the greatest enemy. Many foes, one strike. I will show you the path.
Okay. What's it saying to go? Spectral Wraith? No, thank you. We're gonna go my favorite little buddy, Favorite little buddy.
Defend yourself.
Beautiful.
Blade and body.
Okay, I think I'll be nice. I'll give him a little bit of advice here and there, but I do want to play to win.
An ally has been slain.
Do not let your pride blind you.
Okay.
If ye Wuju lives on,
That sucks. I want him to push out a bit so I can gank. I'm gonna recall. I'm gonna go for the full clear into top again because I kind of want to play to get Kennen ahead. Because if I get Kennen ahead, I feel like he's gonna be a big help in the team fights. Like he's got the ult for the team fights, which no one else really has. I suppose Misfortune, but it's a bit iffy ganking bot. Yeah.
this will be a harsh lesson.
I'll try, I guess. Let me just check Drake. No one's on it.
Better to die than live
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I should have, you know what I should have done? I should have ulted and then got the kill and then queued the minion. I messed up, but it's fine. We got him killed eventually. What do I go fast on Yi now? I think it's Yomu's on it. I'm gonna at least go for the Avarice for the extra gold. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Doubt is the greatest enemy.
I think I'll just go crit in it. Phantom Dancer, Infinity Edge. Shit like that. I don't know, most people are playing APE, but
Did you miss it?
I don't think it's as good in the jungle as AD.
I will show you the path.
Okay.
A true master is an eternal student.
I think we'll be all right. I haven't seen the Wukong yet. Obviously he's new as well, so it's probably most likely going to be a win for us.
An ally has been slain.
I want to do something, but I can't do anything right now. Let me get Moby boots, actually. Let me get me beautiful, beautiful Moby boots.
Anger gives motivation without purpose. Keep up.
Ah.
Double kill.
Bro. Oh, he's sleeping. Oh, he could have come down and killed her. Oh, man. Okay, I'm just going for Drake now. I'm just going to go fucking take Drake by myself.
Destroyed a turret.
Ah.
Fall before strength.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like I'm in a comfortable position, I suppose, but if Malzahar moved down, he could have got Morgana, and that would have got me like assist gold, maybe. But yeah, it would have done something, hopefully.
Let us begin. Did you miss it? Doubt is the greatest enemy.
Okay. I think if I get enough passive procs, I just shred it. Okay, fuck. Never mind. Never mind. Do I go Youmuu's? Youmuu's would give me move speed and crit. I feel like I just rushed the friggin' infinity, to be honest. Like keep Avarice Blade. Hey, thank you for the headbutts. I don't know why that hasn't gone off. Bear with me. I will refresh and refresh. And where's me headbutts?
Enemy has been slain.
Aw,
There
you're
we are.
such a
There
good
we are.
boy.
Now it worked. Hey, thank you for the headbutts.
Is an eternal student.
Yeah, I think I'll be all right. We lost the Drake, but Drake is just global gold.
The focused mind can pierce through
I don't know what Malzahar's doing. Okay, it's fine. Okay.
Anger gives motivation
Oi, oi, oi. Let's farm. The only problem with classic is like you need to farm a lot on someone like you. You don't really have the. I don't.
An ally has been slain.
I'm running. I'm running. I'm fine. We need like mid to roam, to be honest.
Form before strength.
This is so bad. I'm like so far behind because I don't have like my items yet. I feel like you really need something to pop off. Probably Infinity Edge. That's what I'm feeling.
Your turret has been destroyed.
One strike. A true master is an eternal student.
Oh God, I still don't have enough for that. Can I'm you know what, I need the BF sword first. I can't afford to not go for it.
An ally has been slain.
Bro, how is Rise just... Oh my God, and Morgana's mid too.
I will show the path.
Ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
Fuck's sake.
An enemy has been slain.
I can't do anything, man. There's two of them there. I'm not fed enough to like 1v2. I don't know.
Anger gives motivation.
The thing is, if I didn't waste my ult, I probably could have gone on her on like one of them, but Rise is kind of nasty and
In me, brutal lives on.
Rise is kind of nasty in classic. Like he's very much more a solo play, solo Q champ. God, what was that ult? Hey, that's kind of big for me. It was kind of a bit of a KS, but it's big for me because I can afford my friggin' lungs BF sword now. And oh my God, and the cloak. That's so good. Oh,
An enemy has been slain.
because I need BF sword. I need Infinity Edge. I need
Been slain.
Yomu's, which will put me at 25 plus 15, so that's 40%, which is pretty big off 2 items. Okay, fine. He's getting all the dragons though, that's the only problem. It's fine. Once I've got Infinity Edge and Phantom Dancer, not Phantom Dancer, Youmu's, I can start focusing on Guinzo's.
Master is an eternal student.
Let the gods in!
Yeah, it's not working. It's so bad. Wait, Guinzo's gives crit as well. Does it? No, it doesn't. I feel like I go Guinzo's next just because it technically buffed my whole kit. Like my Q does magic damage, W does magic damage, E is physical, and it like buffs everything in my kit.
I will show you the path.
I'm surprised the team's not flaming because I'm having like a casual conversation with the enemy. Ah well.
Doubt is the greatest.
Okay.
Did you miss it? Gives motivation without.
Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful day. I need to put some eye drops in a bit.
So fast.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. An ally has been slain.
Ah, man. My Wuju failed me. Although I've nearly got Guinzo's, so that's a thing. Because Guinzo's will give me like so much attack speed. Because Guinzo's is 4% attack speed, 4 ability power, and then I'll get lifesteal, spell vamp, and attack speed under 20, which is huge.
Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed.
The focused mind
Okay.
can pierce through stone.
Oh, I got enough for that. Okay. So 865. I just need 865 and we're good to go. Because I know I can hyper carry this. I'm like 653 right now, so as long as the team plays it safe, I can carry. I just need time to farm basically.
In me, Wuju lives on.
The extra 2 gold, it doesn't seem like much, but it adds up, man. Because you gotta think I'm getting 2 gold from that and then 3 gold every 10 seconds.
Do not let your pride blind you. Did you miss it? Let us begin.
Okay. It's fine.
A true master is an eternal student.
Ah, close. He burned me. He burned me down. That's fine. Right, I'm gonna start going for Youmu's now, because that'll put me at... I'm at 35% right now, and that'll buff me... Wait, never mind. That'll put me at 40. Do I Phantom Dancer first? I think I'll Phantom Dancer first. Yeah, I'm gonna Phantom Dancer first. Because that'll give me 30%. Which will put me at 60, and then I can finish Youmu's, which will put me at whatever.
I will show you the path. This will be
Okay, I got the attack speed now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Never mind. Rise is like different levels, man. Yeah, you can like the thing with Rise is he can literally like one-shot people, and like current Rise just doesn't even get close. He's just like, oh, he can farm and occasionally like assist his team with stuff.
without purpose. Doubt is the greatest
Okay. I don't think they're on Baron.
The focused mind can pierce through stone.
Okay.
Strength.
Man, it brings back so many memories playing like old Master Yi.
Observe.
I miss it so much, man. Like this was the champion that got me into League. Like it's the far I looked at the champions before I ever got into League, and I saw Master Yi and I was like, that's such a vibe. Dude's got fucking swords on his knees.
One strike. Do not let your pride blind you.
Oh my god. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone in, to be honest. I got the kill, but I need to Sell that. Go for berserkers, I think. So I can't go for that. I can sell that. Go berserks. Do I? Undo, undo, undo. Cause I can sell boots and go phantom, but it's not worth it. I think I literally just... That works. Okay. I mean, I've got static shiv now, so I can proc it. And that puts me at 53%, so every second hit should crit.
I will show you the path. A true master is an eternal student. Doubt is the greatest enemy.
I ain't got woods, bro.
Gives motivation without purpose.
I think they're on it, to be honest. I don't know about that, Kenny. That was such a bad engage.
Did you miss it? Defend yourself.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Oh my god.
Aced.
GG. Yeah, I think we just lost this. Like,
Destroyed a turret.
bot lane was just horrendous.
Has been destroyed.
Oh, where is?
Your turret has been destroyed.
Bro made so many questionable decisions with that fucking those engages, and then wants to like criticize. It's a game. It's not that serious, bro. I give it to Rise as well. Rise was fucking beautiful. There we are. Of course, the Wukong gives me the honor. Oh, I need to buy some runes, to be fair. I've been trying to get shit done. I don't know, what do I buy with the pass? I kind of want the Pizza Feet title, but it is 60 for Pizza Feet. I need to finish this page. I need 1 mark of armor. 1 mark of armor is what I need. 650. I've just got enough. The only kind of issue I have with Classic is the runes are so costly to get with IP. And I know it was a lot back in the day because you had like 3 tiers and there was like more and stuff, but the main way you get IP is through playing. And then like obviously if you pick it up in the battle pass, because you've got like IP here, for example, IP there. If I look at classic itself, you've got like a few pages where you can get IP as well, which is cool, but it is so costly. 9 o'clock now. You know, we'll switch over. We'll have a bit of a chat. Yeah, man. That video was interesting earlier. I've seen a lot of people like giving it praise and a lot of people criticizing it, and I do think while like if you're I think it's good information if you literally are new to the space or just completely clueless on how to grow. Not as a male VTuber, but in general as like a content creator. But when it's as generalized as it was, you need to be giving valid information, and the information she's giving was literally just, hey, see those women that kind of watch VTubers? Yeah, if you want their attention, you need to sexualize yourself. Oh, see those men? If you want to, you know, if you want to get them to watch you, good luck, because that's not happening. Basically, do what every other creator does, and focus on a niche that like most people will do anyway in content creation. Like most people are going to find a game or two that they take interest in, and then just do that. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? I'm guessing you're the Wukong from the game. Yeah, we do like a bit of Wukong round here, I ain't gonna lie. Just having a little bit of a chat. But that I don't know, she just didn't really give great advice, and then it was very generic, the advice she was giving. It was generic or bad. So I'll do a video on it tomorrow. I've kind of got my talking points I want to go over with it, but it's just the fact that like 3 minutes into the video, you're gonna you're gonna make a point that completely counteracts with the entire video, and then you double down on it later. Like, what is the point in saying, oh, male VTubers aren't at a disadvantage, if you then like 3 minutes in go, well, 80% of viewers are male and those viewers prefer to watch females, so you're already saying that like they're at a disadvantage in terms of like interesting those viewers. But I spoke to a few people privately about it anyway, and I did mention it earlier. If you're a male VTuber, like, don't focus on the VTubing community. Like, you've got to look at like Burnt Peanut, for example. Burnt Peanut is the most successful VTuber right now, and he has absolutely nothing to do with the VTuber space. He focuses on the games he plays. He focuses on, you know, being himself, and that's what you really need to do if you want to be successful as a male in the VTuber space. But yeah, like I said, I'll work on the video tomorrow, and it'll probably drop early next week. Tomorrow though, I was gonna do Mouse PI and Naraka this week, so we'll probably slide them in tomorrow. I do want to try and get like a nice long Saturday stream in, because we just haven't had a nice long Saturday stream in a while, so it'd be nice to get one in for once. Yeah, I kind of want to start doing Naraka content in general, because it's such a good underrated game that I feel like it's got a very like tight-knit community, and I've always had good interactions with people in that community. And you know, it's a nice simple game. It's got a few different game modes now. It's a nice vibe. So yeah, and they've got a really cool Wukong skin. I mean, they've got two now, which I've got both. They dropped a new one the other week, which is why I'm starting playing it again. I was like, oh my god, why'd you do this to me, Naraka? Insta brought it, like literally the day I saw it, I was like, oh my god. Fucking insta download, and then just like brought it, checked the wallet, and I was like, oh my god, it's perfect. It's perfect. Oh, I can't wait to show you though. It's like, in terms of like sage armor, sage, you know, like he's sage armor type skins. It is such a clean one. It's got like so many nice details, and then like it buffs, it gives like new visuals to the character, which is like the main character I play anyway. So the main character, his ultimate, he has like this spirit tiger that comes out, and normally you'd be able to do like a grab with it, and like the tiger would like basically bite them and throw them in the air before you slam them down. Instead, you kind of like glide on your Nimbus to hit them, and then do like this funky combo with like a spectral Wukong, and then just slap them down with the staff. It looks so fucking awesome. So we'll be playing some Naraka more anyway. It's a really fun game. I enjoy it. So yeah, but I'm gonna go chill. My throat's getting a bit dry, so I want to rehydrate. And it's been pretty good, to be fair. We got a nice 3-hour stream in on a Friday. Can't complain. Didn't win any league as expected. I don't know what it is, but whenever I stream league, I just do horrendous. Hey, no worries, man. Like, if you need any advice with Woo on classic or even modern, I can help you out with that. In fact, before you go, let me just drop you a YouTube link, because I did do a guide for classic Wukong. It is kind of focused towards jungle, but you can use a lot of it in lane if you want to. If you are going to play him in lane, try to focus on top over anywhere else. Where is it? That's the one. Get shareable link. So if you go to that video, it's basically a little guide I whipped together for him. It covers runes, masteries, your general jungle path, kind of explains what you want to do, explains itemization. Itemization doesn't really change that much between lane and jungle. The only difference is, from what I remember in the video, he's got like Frozen Heart, no, Randuin's and Sunfire, and you basically drop one of them for your Wriggles Lantern instead. Personally, I feel like Sunfire is just a better all-round item. But if you want to go heavy into armor and have the slow, then Randuin's is also is better. But you could also go Frozen Heart if you wanted to. But I've probably got some more league videos coming in the future anyway to cover like modern Wukong, because there's something I've seen a lot of modern Wukong players do, which I think is a bait. So I want to kind of address it, but I'll probably work on that on Sunday, upload it next week. There's no real rush for it. But yeah, anyway, thank you for the follow, and I'm glad that my advice helped you. My Kennen was a bit salty because like we was just chatting in old chat and vibing, and he was like trying to be like super competitive with it, even though he was really bad, to be honest. He was messing up his ult a lot, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm gonna go chill. I'm gonna get some food, drink and whatnot, and then I will see you tomorrow. We'll do a nice long stream, like I said. But what, yeah, I saw that he was a bit mad about me ganking, but like if you looked at the map from my perspective, mid was like Palmer pushing, which like it's gonna happen because it's Malzahar. And then bot lane was like also Palmer pushing. There was like times I could go bot, but I was on like the opposite side of the map. So it just made sense to gank top because Teemo was like hard shoving so much. But it, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, take it easy everyone, and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye bye.